Okay, let's try this again. This is take two. Like in the movies where they go, take two. This is take two. Let's see if it works. Are you out there? Talk to me. Let me see. I'm going to pull it up again here on my iPad. Talk about stressful, you guys. Good gravy. I can see on the last video that some of you were laughing. I'm glad you get a kick out of that. That's hilarious. It's a 3-minute video, 3 minutes and 49 seconds. And I can see that some of you are laughing, that you're just getting a kick out of that. So that's good. I'm not offended by it. Look at, I'm a mess now. I'm like all frazzled, literally. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a bundle of nerves right now because that didn't work so much. Good thing I made myself a cup of tea a little while ago. It's probably just cool enough where I can drink it. It was really hot at first. So grab your cup of whatever you're drinking. I'm still not seeing comments, so I'm trying a couple of things here. This tea is going to soothe me while I figure this all out. Okay, so I did a little test, a little test comment, but I don't know if anybody's commenting. Cannot see them. Someone said hello. Where did it go? It disappeared. I saw a quick hello and then it went away. What the flip? What the what? It says, let us know where you're joining from. And if this is your first time watching, I can see that comment, but I cannot see any other comments. Why? Can anybody clue me in as to why this isn't working? That would be nice. I keep sending my little test. A couple of days ago, the advice was from Facebook, other Facebook people who do lives or other people who do Facebook lives is that you do the little test and then your comments pop up. But my comments are not, your comments are not popping up. They are not. Okay, I'm going to try a couple more things here. You guys, if I can't see your comments, I absolutely can still do the project. It's just not going to be nearly as fun for any of us because it's so fun. It's so fun to be able to chat with each other while we're doing this, right? You know what song is going through my head right now? Anybody who's from like 80s, 70s music, you know, or it's probably 80s or 90s. That song, Under Pressure. Boom, 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 boom. That's me right now. I don't know why. Okay, now I'm getting like codes on my iPad here. This is no fun at all. This would be no fun at all. I can see there's 127 of you. 134 now, which is fabulosity. But no comments. None whatsoever. So let's see. What else can I try? I'm thinking. They changed up, and I know the girls told you this earlier in the week, they changed up the way that we go live from Essential Stencil didn't change it. Facebook has made some changes, which changed the way that we can go live, and the process is not working. Clearly, it's not working for me. But the other girls, I know, because I watched in on some of the other girls that they were able to see posts. So it's got to be something on my end, right? You guys, I wonder if I change, let me try to change this up. Tanisha says, I'm watching the live. Go to the upper right-hand corner. You may have turned. Okay, now upper right-hand corner. There's nothing there, Tanisha. Nothing. There's nothing in my upper right-hand corner. Nothing. If I press on it, I'm going to go into these settings and just see. We can have some fun with these settings. I can put these filters on. I can still do that. What does that do? Oh, that's not what I want. You're going to see some funky stuff happening, probably. Nope, you guys, I can't figure it out for the life of me. So I have this awesome project set up and I can still do it. It's just I won't be able to see comments to do the drawing, which makes me very sad. Here, wait a minute. Did I just figure it out? Hang tight. We got 5 shares. Thank you. Thank you for those who are sharing. I can put a little sad face. What on earth? All right, you guys. Cross your fingers or say a little prayer that I'm going to figure this out in the next couple minutes. Okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to come back in on my iPad and see if that helps me at all. I have of course I have a million things open on my iPad. I'm going to go back into Facebook like I tell you guys to do. If you can't hear the sound, you can't see it, or it's like jumbled for you, to go out and come back in and see if that does anything. So let's see. It worked. I can see the comments now. Yay! So hello, Donna Joe. Donna Joe says small stuff. Hey, Janine. Dana Sprinkled, thank you for that. Oh gosh, I hope I'm on the right. Renee says tap the page and then the 3 dots will come up on the right corner. There's nothing coming up. So we have to go live from the app called Facebook Pages. We cannot go live in Facebook anymore. We have to go out of Facebook into Facebook Pages, and these options that are normally in Facebook are not there anymore. That's the frustration. Hey, Brenda in Arizona. Thank you. She says she loves my new do. Thank you. First time watching. Patsy, you've come on a night when it's just a little frazzled. So I'm just forgive me for that. Be a little patient. We're going to have some fun here. I'm going to be working with the December Stencil of the Month Club stencil, which I happen to design, which I'm so excited about. I love it. I've been playing with it a little bit. Last couple of weeks I've done lives on the Essential Stencil public page. Today I did a live inside the private group for those club members. Here's what you get with this stencil set. You get a background of stars and snow. So that's one of them. You get this set, which says, or this one that says, let nothing dim. Hold on, let me flip that now. Oh, wrong flip. Let me flip it. I'm just struggling with technology tonight, you guys. Come on, do your work, do your thing, do what you're supposed to. It's not doing it. It says, let nothing dim the light that shines from within. It's a Maya Angelou quote. And so it has a large snowman, woman, whatever you want to make her, and the tree. And tonight I'm going to make a couple of snowmen. I'm going to use this big one, and then I'm going to use from the, there's like this accessory page. This is like the build a snowman. So I have the little one. I'm going to do a big one and a little one. You get a couple of different faces to choose from, 2 different ties, and the buttons, of course. There's 3 different noses. You get 3 different sets of arms to use, a couple of scarves, and look at this little reindeer. It's like a headband with reindeer on it, reindeer antlers, and then the hats, top hat or a regular, looks like a Santa hat kind of. So this is the set. That is the December Stencil of the Month Club stencil. So if you enroll in the club anytime between now and December 20th, you will get this set. And the members are just getting their stuff like this week. They should be getting their stuff. The members who joined in November or up to this point, they're getting their stuff mailed out this week. So that's the first, that is the main set for December. Then you can choose, if you want to add on an additional stencil. We call it the add-on. You can add, if you want to, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. This is the add-on. It's a 12 by 12. I made that with Shine Bright Like a Diamond. And I may use a little bit of that tonight. I'm going to piece together a few different things to make this really cute scene. But I made some tags today in the club, in that group. I made this set of tags, which is really darling. And I used the Shine Bright in the background. I had already painted the snowman, and I thought, what else can I do to this set of tags? I used the Essential Stencil, the 8x8 buffalo plaid in black, and then I added my background, this background, to it. I added the Shine Bright, the words from the add-on, and more of the stars and the snow. So we can use this in so many ways. Here is another one that I did on 11 by 14 canvas panel. So that guy turned out really cute. Wait, wrong way. There he is. Cute little necktie, right? Isn't that darling? And the tree. So I'm excited. I'm gonna do another project with this tonight. If you join anytime between now and December 20th, you will get this set. It is exclusive, so you cannot buy this set from the general website. You have to be a member of the club. So if you decide to join, go to stencilofthemonthclub.com. You can use the Comfy Nest code and you'll get $5 off your first month. You can sign up for a month. You can sign up for 3 months, or you can sign up for 6 months, and there's a discounted price if you enroll for the longer periods of time. And with the 6 month, you get the cute little apron. Yay! Okay, so now that we're in business, I'm going to put my tea aside. Let's get crafting. So I'm going to put this camera down so you guys can see. And in the meantime, let me just check comments again. Deb from Michigan is here. Hello, Deb. Isn't it cute? Angie says, super cute stencil. I have to look down here to get my comments, you guys. So I'm looking down here, but I look up at you to acknowledge that Angie thinks it's so cute. Marsha, thank you. She says she loves the tags. They're so fun. An artist loves the December the stencils. I'm so glad. Okay, so I got this really cute, it's got a very fun shape about it, panel, wooden panel. It's just birch wood. I think that's what it's called. Maybe this one isn't birch wood. This one might be that MDF. Anyway, I painted blue on the top for the sky. I've got some snow on the bottom. This is going to be the background, and we're going to put some snowmen. I'm going to actually put, I want a snow mama and a snow baby is kind of what I want on here. And then I have an idea of what else I'm going to do, but sometimes I make it as I go. Like I kind of make my mind up as I go. So you just have to bear with me. I'm going to move this over a little so that you can see. Here's my tin foil. That's what I like to use for my paint, and I need white. My white is getting really empty, my folk art white. So let's see if I can squeeze any more of this out of here. I would rather use this because it's like a really pure white. This plaster from Waverly is more like a creamy white. So I'm going to go with, hi Beth. Hello Beth. Hi Deb. Penny says, wonderful. All right, here we go. We're getting some paint out of there. That's a good thing. We're going to let this sit upside down, so hopefully I can get a little more of that. I'm going to need more of it. Otherwise, I do have more paint. I just have to go over to my little caddy over there to get it. Okay, I need to make a little more room here. So I want Mama to be sitting up a little higher so that she's kind of in the background, and I'm going to put the baby, the child, the little one, a little bit more forward. That's my hope. So I'm going to start with the mama. I'm going to get her in here in my snow, and I'll show you at the end how I'll make this a little bit more realistic, because these straight lines on the end of your stencil, I like to work that into the snow and kind of hide that into the snow. So I'll show you how I do that later. I'm going to be using the Essential Stencil brushes. These are, and actually I'm going to pick the bigger size. These are great for doing this. They are out of stock right now, but they will be coming back, I understand. So don't worry about that. You can use makeup wedges. You can use the foam pouncers. You can get other, I mean, I have other brands of stencil brushes. These are by far my favorite, but there are other brands. I got these ones. These are Martha Stewart brand. I like the ones with the little nubby handles. This one's really short, but this one tends to lose bristles a lot, and I don't like that. That's why I'm a fan of this one. It's just easy to use. Okay, I'm gonna go in circle motions because generally your snowman is fluffy. It's made out of snow. So if I go linear, like straight lines, it's just not as believable to me. I don't know why. Little fluffy round things are cuter to me on a snowman than straight lines. You can do whatever you want on your stencil, but I'm going to just try to give it like whirling, the look of whirling snow. Okay. I'm being very careful around my edges. I try to run, I never want to run my, let me move this over a little so you can see it better. I never want to run my brush toward the stencil line. You want to go with the stencil line or against it, meaning coming off of the stencil onto your board. Okay, if you go the other way, you risk more, you have a bigger risk of having some bleed through. And I know we all want to avoid having bleed through. Now, the thicker your paint, the better success you'll have. So try to get some thick paint, not watered down paint. Don't water your paint down to try to make it last longer. Get a brand that has a really nice thick consistency, or it's a little old, it'll have a thicker consistency. I think Folk Art happens to be nice and thick. So does Waverly. Waverly has a nice texture to it. Okay, I'm just going along to make sure that I have a nice crisp line there. And then I can go in the middle and get my little swirlies. So she looks really fluffy. She looks fluffy like me. I'm gonna sit down, you guys. Oh, I did that live. This is probably my 4th live today. I don't know. I've lost count. But I'm having a little, I'm a chronic pain person. I deal with chronic pain and I'm dealing with it today. So I don't usually sit when I work, but I'm gonna do that today. I am going to. So all of those new, anybody who's here who's new, let me say welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you, Connie, for sprinkling. Hi, Marcia in Tennessee. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh, do I miss seeing your comments? Like, I feel like I can't do a live. I can't do it without you guys here. What is the point of having a live and not being able to converse with anybody? Like, seriously. I could just video record it, right? Wouldn't even need to be live. All right, so here's my snow is down here already. So I've got some white snow going. When I pull this up, I'm gonna point something out to you. Now, this stuff is drying. As I'm working down here, this stuff is already drying. So I can go back in here and add another layer just to give it, make her really stand out more. It's a dark, like not dark blue, but like this medium blue background that I did in the sky. I don't want any of that showing up. I want that to be in the background, not on her. So I did a nice light coat the first time. I'm coming back in with another light coat. And all that's doing is just making it, the white paint, like a deeper color so that you don't see that background through it, which is what I wanted. Okay. I like to hold my brush way down at the end, so that's why I don't like long handles. I don't need a long handle. I don't use it. It just gets in my way. So I like the really little short ones. All right, let's see. I'm gonna pull this up and see what we got. I can make adjustments to it, of course, as I go, but let's take a look at what this looks like. See who else is saying hello. Dawn loves using the foil. I do too. It's so easy. It's so easy. I got a nice, fresh, clean one now. Okay, so I love these little indents here. You can paint right over them if you don't want them there. I happen to like them. I think it gives like some definition to each little section of the snow woman that you're making. So what I wanted to point out to you is that, so my snow on the ground, I added some blues to it so that it wasn't so one-dimensional, okay? That is allowing the snowman, because it's all white, same white, this white has 2 different blues in with it. This is just plain white. And so you can see, really, you can see the contrast. You can see the difference. The ground looks like it has some texture, the snow, right? So I just wanted to point that out to you that, you know, usually, yes, snow is white. I'm going to clean these up, guys. Clean this up right away so it's done. Yes, snow is white, but if I just went with plain white, you would see no texture. You wouldn't see shadowing. You wouldn't see like piles of snow where it looks like I have drifts of snow, which is, you know, generally pretty natural. Get a lot of snow drifts here in North Dakota where I live. So adding that blue, that little bit of blue to your snow, it gives it that dimension that you want. And then your snowman or woman or child or baby, whatever you're making, it's going to really show up well because it's all white in it and it's a different, it's got some contrast. Okay. My craft mat all cleaned up that easy. It's that easy. I'm gonna put this aside. I'm gonna get the baby. I need my baby so that we can make the baby next to the mama. Okay, I'm gonna dry that off. I may have enough room for the tree as well. But I've got the baby here, or the mama, and then I'm gonna put the baby in here. I say baby, it's just littler. So I'm gonna put him or her right next to Mama, but like toward the front. I want Mama to be toward the back, baby to be toward the front, and then I haven't decided. I can fit either another snowman on this side or I can do the tree. I haven't really quite decided. So let's just get baby in place and then we'll take a look at that. She's just gonna go right here. I need more white. All right, let's see if there are any comments. I'll put this up for a minute so you guys can see me. Hello, Sue from Florida. Northern Cali, Joy says, first time watching a live. Yay! Welcome, Joy from Northern Cali. You guys, we have 235 people here. I'll be giving away 3 sets of stencils to 3 lucky viewers. So make sure that you at least pipe in somehow. So tell us where you're coming in from. Tell us if you're new or if you've been a fan for a while. Tell us if you have your tree up or don't have your tree up. Like, that's a great question. I asked that on the Comfy Nest recently. I wanted to know, I actually wanted to know how many people have live trees versus the faux tree, like that age-old debate about Christmas, right? I love my family growing up. We always had real trees. But now as an adult, we're using the faux ones. And the one that I have, actually, you guys, I'm going to admit to you, okay, I'm going to tell you something. It's kind of a secret. Well, it's not a secret. Our closest friends and family know this, but you guys now know this. I bought a new Christmas tree last year because the Christmas tree that we had was really, really big, and it was really impossible for me to manage by myself in terms of putting it up and putting it down. And my husband and children have very little interest in the tree. My kids are 12 and 14, boys, they don't. And they take after their dad. They're not interested. They're fine with or without it. Okay. We need a tree. I love a tree. I want a tree. So I bought a new tree last year. We sold the other one. Bought a new one that is smaller that I can really manage. And it's cute. It's flocked. And it has like silvery tips to it. And it has some pine cones in it. It's really lovely. We put it up last year pretty late. Never even got ornaments on it. Okay. So when it was time to take it down, we take it down after the Epiphany in January. When it was time to take it down, I said, okay, boys, I brought the box up from the basement. I said, okay, you guys, someone needs to help Mama get this thing apart and back in the box. And my husband was sitting there and he said, you're taking the tree down? I said, yeah, it's like January 14th or something. I said, it's time. It's got to come down. And he said, I really like it. I said, I know, I like it too, but it's not Christmas anymore, so we need to take it down. He said, no, I really like it in this room. I really want, I like the lights because the lights are on a timer, so they come on at night on their own. And he stays up late to watch TV. He said, I really like the lights at night, and it's kind of cool looking in that corner. We live in a log cabin siding house, and we have all kinds of trees around our house. So he said, it's kind of just goes with our house. I was like, really? You want to keep it up? The thing has been up all year. So I didn't have to take it out, unbox it, fluff the pine, like the branches. It's been done all year. I did buy this cute little, it's like a top hat, topper, because I didn't have a topper that I liked. And I found one at Walmart recently. So I bought that and put it on the top, and I'm putting some red accents on it for Christmas. But our tree has been up all year. My husband did not want to take it down. He just didn't. All right, let's take a look at this project. You guys have like, oh, it's the glare off of this right here. That's what it is. It's just the ceiling light. I don't even have any special lights on or anything. Okay, I've got mini snowman in here, snowman baby. I'm just gonna hinge this. What I do, this is just my wording for it. I hold this down strongly with one hand. I'm gonna pull it up with this hand and just look at it and see if it's the way I want it. I want it darker. I want the color, the white, to be more rich. I want there to be more contrast. So I'm going to come in with some more white. I'm seeing too much blue in the background, and I don't like that. So I'm going to come in with more white and just fill this in a little bit. And then we're going to get decorating them with some hats or scarf. I'm going to give Mama, I think, a scarf. And I'm going to make the baby a little boy. I have little boys, so I'm going to make it a little boy and put like, I think I'm going to put the, I love little boys with bow ties on. I just think that's so cute. All right. So in the places where if I go straight with the brush, you get a little bit of a streak of the paint. I don't want streaks on I'm going to show you. I have one right here on this snowman. I don't want streaks. So I'm gonna come in and I'm just gonna stipple a little bit of paint. The stippling, it will raise up the paint a little bit and give it a texture, which looks like a snowball. It makes it really look like a snowball. So I like that look. So if yours is looking too linear or you can see brush strokes, just go in, that's my tip for you, and add just a little bit of that stippling with the paint on there. I'm actually gonna do it to the big snowman here in a minute because I don't like the streak that I see here. See this streak right here? I don't want that there. So I'm gonna come in here. Let me clean my stencil off so I can put it aside. I need to have this needs to be cleaned because I need to use all of these cute little elements on my snowman and snow baby. Hey, Amy in Iowa. Liz says, I can't wait for mine. How many of you have gotten yours? How many of you are club members? If you've gotten your snowman, say, you know, just say it like got my snowman or snowman is here, has arrived, snowman in the house. I bet you're gonna have so much fun playing with this set. I have such visions of so many different projects that you can do with this. Like, it's really limitless. And I love snowman for the fact that it can be up all winter, right? It doesn't have to just be for Christmas. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of paint on there. I'm going to come in and just stipple over that little spot where there's that streak. And I'm just gonna do the center of the snowman, all three parts. I'm just gonna add kind of close to the edge. You can, on my last one, I did go over the edge a little bit so it looked kind of fluffy all the way around so that it wasn't so straight. The lines weren't so straight. That's another option. You can take this brush and stipple all the way around here to give it like a real gnarly look. Look, I got a couple of little spots. Or maybe the snow's blowing off. It looks like the snow is blowing off her head. Look. Like, see, there's just like a couple of little spots of snow. So I'm gonna go in and just keep stippling. I just have to do this bottom panel and then we need to let that dry a little bit. It's a good time to answer questions and chat with you guys. I'm coming in, grabbing a little bit more paint, and then I'm gonna come in here and start just stippling in. It just makes it look fluffy. In my opinion, it just adds some texture, variance. It deepens the color of the white, so the blue in the background is gone now. You would think that white, that you can't cover up that deep blue with white, but you can. You just have to slowly add a few layers of the white paint, nice thick white paint, and you get that look. So I have my two little snow, this is my snow family. I could, let's see, where's my big snowman? I could fit a papa over here. So my thought was either a tree, I could put the tree over here, or I could put papa over here, make this a papa, but I think I like the tree better. I kind of think this is a mama and baby moment. You guys, I'm kind of thinking this is a mama baby moment, and you'll see why in the end, because what I'm going to do on the top is going to be so cute. So I'm going to do the tree over here, and I just wanted to point out to you the juxtaposition of the tree and even the snowman, because the snowman, I wanted her positioned so she's looking up at, you know, the phrase or the tree, the star on the tree, and whatever else you want to put up in the sky, right? You can easily change the direction. So this tree, I do want it leaning this way. I do want it leaning this way so that they're looking up at it. But if you needed it to go the other way, just flip your stencil, you guys. Just flip it. This is reversible. Your words aren't going to come out reversible. So, you know, that's not going to work. But any of your design elements, so I have these noses, for example. The noses. If I wanted the nose, that nose to be, for her juxtaposition this way, you just flip it. I'm going to need to flip it for the arms. I can put one arm here. Oh, she's going to get the mittens. I put one arm here, and then I'm going to need another arm on this side, so I'm going to flip it and then do it this way. Does that make sense? So that's how we're going to achieve that. So these, I just need to, this is still a little bit wet in here, so I'm going to give that some time to dry. In the meantime, I'm going to position this, I'm going to turn it back around because it's easier for me to see if I turn it back around this way. Hey, Karen in Junction, Illinois. Hello, hello. And Kathy's here from Southern Ohio. Welcome. Some members have gotten it. Regina says members have not gotten it yet. I can't wait. Some have gotten it. Some people were telling me in the club today when I did the live that they've gotten theirs. Bill says, testing, right? Bill, I can't even with Facebook. Like, you're killing me here, Smalls. You know that movie with the baseball kids? You're killing me, Smalls. All right. I'm not going to make the tree full size. I'm not going to put it way up here because I want something else going here in the sky. So I'm going to make the tree kind of little, like down here. Yes, I want it down here. So I'm just going to run this off the edge. That doesn't matter to me. I'm going to not do this section. In fact, I might just tape that off. This very bottom section I'm not going to do. So let me get a little piece of tape. I'm going to tape that off. It's also going to help me tape my stencil down. Are there cursive ABC stencils? We don't have those yet, Stephanie, but that's a great suggestion. I highly recommend any suggestions that you have that you just message them. support@essentialstencil.com and let them know your idea. I love that idea. We have some block ones. We have the Scrabble block letters. There are lots of cursive words in, you know, sets, but we don't have the alphabet. We don't have the alphabet yet, but I love that idea. Okay, I'm gonna get some green paint, and I was using, like, I like to use a couple of different colors of green. I gotta get up and get one, because I only have one here. I like to use a couple of different colors of green so that you get some variety and variation to your tree. Like, let's see, in here, you'll see this tree. So if you're using different colors, you're gonna get a tree that has some, again, texture, some depth, some dimension to it. That's what we're going for. I'm gonna use the same brush because, oh my gosh, something fell underneath the table. I'm gonna use the same brush. It's pretty dry as it is. And the white with the green is just gonna make it a lighter green. So it's not like I'm putting orange with green. That would be weird. I'm just gonna put a couple of the colors of green on here so I can do my tree with some variation. Hello, this one feels like it's almost out. There we go. So see the variation in color, can you guys see that? And then I have this one, which is like almost like a lime green. It's actually called Apple Orchard. I like this color. I may be adding that in too, but let me just get the bulk of the tree in. So I'm gonna pull from both colors. I'm gonna pull them both, and I'm just gonna offload them here, kind of making a new green. I want it a little darker. So I'm pulling in some of the darker color, and I'm just gonna come in and start. I'm pulling, oh, you can't see that. I'm pulling my brush. It goes on the stencil and pulls toward the board. Don't go from the board to your stencil, because this is the line that you don't want to irritate. If you have extra paint on here, it's going to go straight underneath your stencil, and then you'll have that dreaded bleed through that everybody's trying to avoid. My paintbrush is extremely wet, way wetter than it should be. I'm going to try to make this work. The lines between the tree, I'm okay with them getting blurred. In fact, on this last tree, I really blurred them myself. Like, I kind of brought them together a little so these lines weren't so wide in some places. So I'm okay if that gets a little bit blurred, because that's in nature. You know, trees aren't perfect. They're not symmetrical. The color isn't all unified one color. It's usually several colors, right? So I'm just gonna go in and make this green, and then we'll go in and we'll play with the color, and we'll stipple in some more green like this to give it some variety. I just kind of want to get a green base on there to start. And then, yeah, see how I'm going to go back in, and when I start stippling, I'm getting actually a little bit of the white, which is cool because it looks like snow. See the white that's way up in my brush? Let me pull this up for you so you can see it. The white that's way up in my brush bristles from before is coming out when I'm using that stippling method. So it kind of looks like snow, which is lovely. All right, we need to, I really feel like I need to get a full base of green on there before I start playing with the stippling. So let me do that. I'm eager and excited to do my stippling because that to me is the fun part, but I need to get my base on. This star, I don't want it green, so I'm going to tape it off. Because when I bring my brush over here, there's no way I can keep that from getting on the star unless I tape it off. All right, there we go. See, we got full coverage. Now we can go in and start doing this. Okay, I'm gonna pull in the lighter green because I want another variety of color here, another variance. It's really light. I'm gonna show you the differences. Okay. This is really like a whimsical green. I love it. I love it. I'm going to soften it up a little bit by just blending in the green that's on my brush with that whimsical green. And I'm going to start adding that in there. Just all over, willy-nilly, no real rhyme or reason to where I'm putting it. I was just going to say, I'm trying to decide whether to do this bottom panel, and I got green inside of it. So there you go. I'm doing the bottom panel. There's my decision. Decision made. Let me see. I want to see if there's any more comments, questions. Stephanie says, my parents' tree is up, but mine is not. Gosh, as a kid, we would always, I put this on the Comfy Nest page. I had a post the other day where I was asking about people's trees and are they up? And do you do it yourself or do you do it with your family? It was always a tradition in my family that my mom and dad, it was a night, like we made a night of it, and they would put classic Christmas music, you know, like Frank Sinatra and Perry Como and what's his name? Is it Bert Ives or Eves? The guy who does Frosty the Snowman, that movie. They would have that on in the background, and the four little ones. I'm one of 13 kids, and I was one of the youngest. So I'm the 11th out of 13. So the four little ones, that's what I remember. I don't remember ever decorating the tree with my oldest brothers and sisters, but we would get together with my mom and dad, and the music would be playing, and we would unwrap boxes and boxes of ornaments that were handmade by my brothers and sisters all through the years. And we were always looking for our own, like, where's the one I made in first grade? So we would hear all the stories of all these Christmas ornaments as we put them up on the tree. And it just was magical and fun. And it really set the tone for Thanksgiving, or excuse me, for Christmas. My kids are not interested. They were when they were littler, but I think they're taking the cue from my husband. My husband's not interested. He's just not into it. So for a few years, I've been really pushing, like, okay, guys, this is supposed to be a family thing. Okay, I was like that mother. This is a family thing, and we're all gonna do it, whether you like it or not. Okay, so in years past, now yet last year we didn't decorate it, but in years past, I'm like, I'm gonna put music on, and we're gonna put ornaments on the tree, and we're all gonna like it. But they didn't like it. So I decided this year I'm not gonna push it. If they don't want to decorate, they don't have to decorate. I will enjoy it more if I put the music on, make myself some hot cocoa or tea, and just decorate the tree myself. But it makes me a little sad because it was a tradition that I really, it's a memory from my childhood that I really cherish. Both my parents are gone now, so, you know, it's a memory that I really love and cherish about my holiday with my family. Okay, I'm gonna try to hinge this up, and we're gonna take a look at this tree and see what it looks like. Oh, it's so cute. I'm wondering about this bottom panel here. This is like taped down, so I'm gonna hinge it the other way. I'm wondering about this bottom panel, if having just a little bit of this little corner undone, if that's gonna look funny. So let's hinge it the other way, but this is taped on here pretty darn good. What was I thinking? Tape is really strong. Now that looks okay. I think that looks okay. What do you think? If I take that off like that, that's cute. Right? I love this whimsical tree. I love the way, I just love everything about it. I love the shape of it. I love how it turns down. The star is covered up now, but I'm going to clean this up and then we're going to get that on there. The star. How cute is that, you guys? What do you think? All right, so my comments keep disappearing on me, but Ruth says, is this live? Yes, I'm live, Ruth. Hello, hello. Welcome. I generally save my tape, you guys. I don't know what you do. I kind of stick it to my disinfectant wipe thing or do something with it. The little pieces I won't save, but the big ones I save and I'll reuse. I'm going to uncover my star here because I need to use, I want the star on here. But I have a really special plan for the sky that I'm very excited about. It's a new idea that I wanted to share with you guys because you're going to be getting your stencils soon. The club members are. Those of you who aren't in the club, there's still time to sign up and get this set. Between now and December 20th, if you register, you can sign up for 1 month. Try it out, see if you like it. And then if you really like it and you want to stay, you can sign up for additional months. But you also have the option when you enroll to sign up for either 3 months and prepay for 3 months and you get a discount. And I don't remember what that discount is. I don't remember. But if you sign up for 6 months, I know that the discount is 20% off the price if you prepay for the 6 months, and you get the cute little apron too, which is lovely. Okay, I'm a messy crafter. I was driving to get my kids from school and I'm like, my nails, they're not dirty, but they have paint under them and it was red paint, so it really looked goofy. Like, it looked pretty goofy. All right, so my craft mat, I love it because it's easy it protects my table and it's a really easy cleanup. That's all I need to do. I am gonna flip this because I know that I have green on the back side. I can see it and I need to get this off here so I can do my star. But I'm gonna go back to the snowman now because that stencil is probably dry by now. And I can do like the hats and the gloves and the arms and all that jazz. So I will say to you, this stencil set, it's a build a snowman. I mean, the point of it is to like, each snowman can be, or woman or baby, whatever you're making, snow family, they can be customized. You get to pick if they have gloves on or if they don't, what kind of hat, what kind of scarf or tie you put on it, right? You get to pick all those things. But because they're all on the same stencil, it's a little time consuming, but I think it's super fun. So I hope you guys enjoy it just as much. I almost spilled my tea on the table. Let's see what other comments. Denise says, I can't wait to get mine. Hi, Mary in Kentucky. Hello, hello. What's the weather like there? Now I'm hearing it's going to get really cold here next week. My husband told me. All right, let's take a look at our snowman. We're going to make this as simple as we possibly can. I do want to add, I may not put a hat on the mama. You guys have a bad angle there. There we go, that's better. I may not put a hat on the mama, but I am gonna put one on the little one, and I really do like the antlers. So I'm gonna put the antlers on here. And I do need some brown. So I'll step away for a minute to find my brown. This is the brown that I've been using. It's just a burnt umber is the name of it. I'm just gonna put this aside. I don't know if I'm done with it or not, so I may go back to that. I just need the tiniest bit of brown. I don't need a lot. I may need a little bit more actually for the arms, for the twig arms, but I can always add more. I'm gonna take one of my tiny little brushes. These are just little, I think I got these at Walmart too. Tiny little, we're gonna get this added on here. And I'm stippling again. Again, branches, they're not gonna be perfect, right? This looks like, to me, it looks like the antlers are made out of branches. Kind of like the twig arms are, but that's why I say they're not gonna be perfect. They're gonna be kind of gnarly, right? And the color doesn't have to be all perfect, but there we go. There's that. So cute. Very cute. It's very whimsical, very like that's what a child would wear. I have to clean this off now. Like to do the next part, I need to make sure that I'm not going to get brown from the back side of this onto any other part of my project. So I'm going to take just a minute over here and I'm just using a disinfectant wipe. There's just very little paint. There's not even a lot of it. but I want to make sure it's off the front. I want to make sure it's off the back. I'm going to use a rag and I'm just drying that off. I'm patting it off so that it's dry. Then I can go in with the arms. So now, a little bit tricky because they're so close to each other. So the arm is going to overlap the mama's body. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I got something on there. A little piece of plastic or something. I should probably do the face because I did the face before. So on this one, I did the face black because the hat was black and the arms were brown. That was all pretty coordinated. But because I have the antlers, I try to stick with the same color. So I could do the face in the same color, right? I have to place this over this at some point. So this really either needs to be dry, or sometimes what I'll do is just place a piece of paper and just try not to move it over that thing that might still be a little bit wet so that I can come in here and add the face, okay? And this is backwards for me, it's upside down. So I need to flip this, you guys, just for a minute so I can see. I need to see angles here because after the night I've had, I don't need to be any more confused than I am. All right, so I want this, I kind of want him. He's going to be looking at mama, I think. So I want the face twisted just a little to be looking up at the mama. Or I could flip it and make it look at the tree, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it so that he or she is looking up at mama. Like this. It's a big stencil, you guys. It's big. These are 12 by 16, so they're pretty big. I'm going to do brown again. Just because it's coordinating with what's on the hat, what's on the head. It coordinates. It's easy. It coordinates. It's all one color. That's what I like. You can, if you wanted the eyes to be blue and the mouth to be red, go for it. I just want it all to be one color. Oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. I'm going to go in and do the mama's face at the same time. I make sure that I used very, very little paint and it was very dry. There's nothing on the back of this. So I'm going to go right in on the mama and do her. And I'm going to have her looking, she's going to be very happy. I love this one with the eyes kind of closed because she's just so happy. She's just so happy. So her eyes are closed. When I smile and I'm so darn happy, my eyes close when I laugh really hard. That's kind of a trait of some of my family. I'm looking for more comments, see if there's any more. No snow here. It's so hot today in Brisbane, Rebecca says. All right, there's very little. You can see there's very little paint on my brush. I actually had to really, really scrub hard to get that off. So, or off of the brush. So I'm gonna come into my brown paint here and I'm just gonna add a little bit more to my brush so I can get these eyes done easily. But it's not a lot of paint, so I don't have to worry about bleed through too badly here. There. So I'm trying to use all the same color at the same time. So brown for the faces, brown for that. I'm gonna do, I think I might do this whimsical Santa hat on her. I'm just gonna decide as I go, but I definitely am gonna do the arms and those will be brown. So mama is gonna get these arms, these ones with the three little, and then the baby's gonna get the one with the mittens. So I can do the brown part because the mitten is gonna be red, I think, but I can do the arm, which is gonna be brown. Right? And it's very, very dry brush. So I have to flip it now. So this side is going to have to be on my surface. So I'm going to need to come in with a wipe and just wipe off all of this. I got a little bit on my mitten. I'm not worried about it because that's going to get painted like a really dark red. So I know it's going to get covered up. So I'm going to come in now. I wiped off a little bit of my brown actually. Darn it. I'm gonna come in now and flip this over and put it on the other side so I can do the other. This is a little bit, like I said, it's a little bit time consuming. I think it's so worth it. I think it's so worth it. It's so fun. All right, let's see. I gotta find if there are any more comments coming in. Dana says, that totally works. All right, so here we go. That arm, I want them to kind of be matched up. I gotta stand up to see spacing wise or what I'm doing here. So this one's going to go over the tree a little bit actually. So maybe what I'll do with this one, instead of making it go down, maybe I can make it go up, like she's reaching up, like waving. That would be appropriate for what's coming. Wait till you see. All right, this mitten is going to go up. I don't want the mitten to get lost in the tree. So if I make it go up, most of the mitten is going to be off of the tree. There's a little bit of corner there that's going to be on the tree. Most of it will be off. See? Voila, done. Okay, now I can get, I'm trying to do as much of the brown as possible that I can because I have brown on my brush and my brown paint's ready to go. So I'm trying to do all the brown that I can. So let me clean up these faces. Let's decide what I'm doing for the mama's hat and arms and nose will be orange. We'll go with orange. I'm going to go into the orange with the same brown brush because a lot of times carrots, you know, they're dirty. They come from the ground, so they have like a brown orange hint to them of color. So, okay. Is there anything else that needs to be brown? Her arms need to be brown. And actually, these arms probably, I'm feeling too playful. I want her to have these long, skinny fingers for the mama. So I'm gonna move this over. We're gonna give her some long, skinny fingers. Anita's joining from Georgia. Hello, hello. Tammy likes the tree. Oh, I'm so glad. All right, so this is gonna go this way. How am I going to do this side is going to be the question. She's going to have to be waving too. She's going to have to wave too. In fact, I'm just going to get it done while I'm over here. She's waving up above. There's something going on up there, you guys. You'll find out here in a few minutes. Something's going on up there. So she's going to be waving up too. I'm going on my stencil and then toward the surface. Don't go the other way. I keep reminding you of that because it's pretty important and it'll help you a lot if you're dealing with bleed through. Okay, so there's that one. It's a lot of brown, but it's gonna get broken up by the rest of the scars and stuff. It's just that I'm doing all the brown at once. I hope you guys, I hope you're able to join the club. This is an exclusive stencil. You can only get it if you're in the Stencil of the Month Club. So I hope some of you guys are going to consider that and join us in there. So there are over 300 people in there already. And we are, the ladies in there and gentlemen, majority are ladies, but everybody's welcome. And it's been so awesome because everybody's sharing pictures of things that they've worked on and classes that they've been running or that they've had that have been, and pictures of their students in their class. So we have some people who do paint parties. We have people who are just doing it as a hobby. We have people who are brand new to it, haven't even started. My sister is one of them. She's like, I've never done this before, but she wants to try. It's just so fun. It's been so fun. And it's only like a month old, which is fantastic. Okay, let's get the noses done. And I may not even give this little face a nose. Let's see. Mama is gonna get this one that turns up a little. My tea is in the way. And I keep losing my comments for some reason. Dana Sprinkle. Thank you, Dana. All right, tea's gotta get out of the way. I want this little nose that turns up a little, but it's gonna hit her eye if I use it. It's gonna hit her mouth and it's gonna hit her eye. So I'm gonna use the straight one. Nope, that's not gonna work either. See, this is what's nice. You can move this around a bit. Okay, so if I did this one, again, it's gonna hit the mouth. Not happy about that. And it looked funny if it was facing the wrong way. That, I don't like that direction. So here's what I'm gonna do, you guys. Those noses, I'm just not feeling it right now. So let me get my orange. I'm still gonna give her a nose. Tiny little bit of orange. I'm gonna put it right next to my brown paint so I can mix those together because this is way too bright for me. Although if you're going for whimsy, that bright might be just perfect for you. Uh-oh, it was a little watery. I want that water off there. I just got like a little water of orange. It wasn't really the paint. There we go, now I'm getting paint. Okay, I'm gonna take a tiny, tiny brush, like this one, just a little brush, and I'm gonna try to make my own nose. I'm mixing in some orange with the brown. I want more orange. And what I'm gonna do, because I'm not quite sure what color is gonna come out of here, I'm just gonna take this piece of paper. Oh, it's still a little brown for my taste, so I'm gonna go back in for some more orange. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna make her a tiny little nose. I'm just gonna hand draw it. We have 3 noses to pick from, but I'm not feeling any of them for this. So I'm just gonna give her a tiny little carrot nose here. And I'm gonna probably do the same for him. I'm making him a boy because I have boys. So I'm kind of feeling like this is Mama and her baby boy. But you can, you know, you get to design them however you want. Okay, baby is gonna have, maybe Mama's nose can be a little longer. And you know, they don't have to be perfectly straight. Like, I love this crooked nose on here. This crooked one, I love it. I love that it's kind of like wacky crooked. This brush, even though it's this tiny, is still too big to get the tip of this nose right. So I'm going in with a detail brush. And I am gonna curve it a little bit. I'm gonna give Mama a little curve to her nose. And I'm gonna stick with this little tiny detail brush for the baby. Okay, I'm gonna take my white paper so I can see what kind of color I got on my paintbrush here. Perfect. Okay, baby, what you got? Just the perfect little triangle nose. Just little, just a baby. All right, there we go. Sticking this right in my bucket of water because there's hardly any paint on there, and I literally can clean it immediately. Then I take like a dry rag and I just clean that up immediately. I don't even need to use my paint cleaner on it. I'm just gonna put it right away. Okay, let's get to what we're gonna put on the Mama here for a scarf. I'm gonna have the scarf, well, I really think I want this hat, but I want it tipped this direction. And I'm going to make, I'm gonna make the hat, well, I was gonna do white, but I think I'm gonna have to do black. Oh, look what I did. Ooh, I got some orange from the nose on there. So you gotta let a little time go by, let that dry. I need to grab some more paint. I think I'm gonna do the base of the hat black and then the top of the hat red, like Santa's. And then I'm gonna use the red for the mitten. So I need my red. So here we come with some red. That'll give this a minute to dry. I always have, you guys, I always have my little hair dryer here to help these things along. When I run workshops, I usually bring a couple and ask the people who come to the workshop to bring one if they have one, because it's helpful to getting things to dry quicker. I'm not gonna need a lot of red. I'm doing 2 mittens and a hat, so I just need a little blurb of red, but I do need black too, so I'm gonna need that for the hat, and I need even less of that. So I may end up mixing those a little bit because that's just the way I roll. That'll make my red a little bit deeper. I'm going in with this tiny little brush again to clean it. But I think I really like this size for doing these smaller things. It's just, it's got the brown and it's been in there for a while, so I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna leave that in the water, and I'm just gonna come in with a new, I'm gonna grab a clean one, if I can reach it. Here, this is just a clean one. Okay, so we need to let those noses dry. The special thing that's coming on the top, I'll tell you about that now, and then I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna do the hat, I'm gonna do the gloves, I'm probably gonna put something here. I just need to let that nose dry. I'm gonna show you how I'm going to make the bottom. I'm gonna add some fluff to the bottom for some snow, but let me show you what's gonna go in the sky. Let me grab that. Okay, so this is coming from, let me grab the packaging. This is what I'm gonna use. This is the Farmhouse Christmas set. Okay, this is the set I'm using. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's still backwards. I can hold these stencils backwards so you can read them. You guys tell me if you can see them straight. Hey, there's my sister. She has no tree up, she said this year. That's funny. That's funny, Katerina. Sprinkled, sprinkled. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys are sprinkling. Okay, so this is the set that I'm using. If I hold it backwards, you can read it, right? Farm Fresh Christmas trees. This is what comes in this set. You get that. You get Farmhouse Christmas. I love this one with the little holly berry, the holly leaves and the holly berry. And then this set, sleigh rides. So look, this is going in the sky. I was looking for some kind of element that would be different than what comes with the stencil set. Just, I love to mix and match. So we're gonna put Santa and his reindeer flying through the sky. And I think I'm just gonna do a silhouette, you guys. I'm gonna do it in black. It's just gonna go in black. It makes it really easy. You don't have to worry about what color should the sleigh be versus the ski on the sleigh and then the reindeer and their antlers. Nope, the whole thing is just gonna be black. So I actually could come in with this same brush that had brown on it. So here's what I do. I offload as much water as I can. The brown will just get obscured. I got this rag here, so I'm gonna offload as much of that water as I can. For this, because I'm gonna go black, I need more of the black. I'm gonna do this now since my noses are drying. Let's go in and I'll pick up all that stuff that came off on the top. We're gonna go ahead and put Santa and the reindeer going by in the sky. I hope this works out. I thought this would be so fun. This is touching my nose a little, so I'm just gonna cover that up quick. They're gonna be kind of angled so that they're going up. Oh, that is a deep, dark black. It's kind of scary to put that down in your sky. I may even end up putting some stars in the sky. What do you guys think? What do you think? Guys, I'm seeing comments, but I don't know if the timing of the comments is the same for me as it is for you guys. I don't know. There's no way for me to know. I'm not sure. I got to tell Marky Z, Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook. I'm not sure that I like this new way of doing lives. Does he care what I have to say? I'm not sure I like it. All right, that is in. I've got the reins for the reindeer, these long ropes or reins for the reindeer, and then just the reindeer is gonna go in. And it's his silhouette, so it's dark because you can't really see any detail. They're just up in the sky. Okay, and I probably am gonna put some stars in here. What I want to do is put like 2 or 3 reindeer. Let's see how this turns out, and then I'll decide if I can add another one or 2. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? Okay, so this is really dry on the back. I didn't get anything underneath that I can see. So I'm gonna I'm gonna take this sheet and I can protect this as long as you don't move it around at all. I can protect that, and then maybe I can add another reindeer so it's 2 deep instead of just the 1. I'm gonna try it, you guys. I hope it works. Oh, I ran out of paint. I haven't tested this yet, so this is my test, is my live. I'm pretty bold, or brave. You know, if it doesn't work, it's like, okay, lesson learned. Not a big deal. I don't get too worked up about stuff like that. I can always paint over it. Okay, I gotta sit down again. What do you think, you guys? Do you like it? Hey, Tracy. Tracy said, hello, Grace Bruno Kurtz. All right, there we go. There's reindeer number 2. Let's see if I lined it up well. I like it. What do you guys think? Oh, it's so cute. All right, this I'm just gonna put aside. I can clean that later because I don't need any of that right now. Oh my gosh, so far, you guys, what do you think of this? Hang tight, this is coming together. Oh, Patty said put a round dot for her nose. I thought about doing that for one of them. So far, I'm liking this a lot. It's gonna get some stars in the sky, I can tell already, but let's get her hat done because I got the black on here. Her nose should be sufficiently dry. The way I test it, I'm gonna take a clean finger, not one that has paint on it. I just put a clean finger down on it gently and pick it up, and if no paint comes up, I know it's dry, okay? I don't rub it, because if it's wet, it's going to smear on you, so don't rub it. But if you just put a clean finger down. Okay, so here's the challenge here is look at how thin the bridge is for this hat for me to want to do black on the bottom and red on top. The good thing is the black, I can like hide a little bit of that black with the red. So I'm gonna go in very, very lightly and give her a fluffy brim in black. I'm trying not to touch at all the upper part of that hat. I could tape it off, but I'm being a little lazy. Okay, so that's good. That looks good. It looks fluffy. It looks like fluffy cotton. Okay, now I need to go in and do the top, and I'm gonna stick with the same brush because I want the black to meld in with the red. So I'm gonna pull some of this red off. And over here, I'm gonna just kind of mix them together until I get like a deeper red. Let's see if this is gonna work. Yep. I'm going so lightly over this edge because I want them to be separated. I have a ton of paint on my brush. It's a lot. So I only have to, like, I'm barely touching the surface. I'm barely touching it with these edges. With the tips of this brush. Okay, now I still need to do that little, I do want this little pom-pom on the end. I want it to be white. So again, I'm gonna try to find a really little brush. I'm gonna go into my white, which I think is all dried up now. Oh no, I got some right here. I'm gonna go into my white and I'm just gonna use this tiny little brush to add a little pom-pom on the end here. A white, oh no, oh no, I moved it. Okay, I'm not even gonna put it back down. I moved it and I smudged it right there. Darn it. When I stood up, my apron, my hip, my waistline hit it. Oh no, I got like a little smudge. It's okay. It's all good. Like I said, I don't let myself get too worked up. I'm just gonna hand paint my little pom-pom here. There. I'm just gonna add it there myself. And then I can come back with a little blue and cover up that red, but I don't wanna do it now. I wanna wait till it dries. If I try to do it now, I'm just gonna get a little bit of red, like it's gonna smear. So we're not gonna do that. I gotta do his little mittens. His little mittens. Here we go. I wanted the mittens red, so let me get my red back. Still on my brush, it's pretty thick still. So there's one red mitten. I gotta clearing this off. I'm doing it right away so it makes it really easy. Clean it off. It's really important that you dry it off. You guys, I'm talking with a brush in my mouth. Can you tell? Oh my gosh, anything goes with Grace. Anything goes. I'm like so relaxed about this stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other mitten. I have to flip it, right? You gotta flip your, he's gonna be waving up like this. And this red is so dark that it's gonna just cover up that little piece of tree that it's over. I'm not even gonna worry about that. It's just gonna cover it right up. There. Okay, so baby's got his mittens on. Mama's got her hat on. What else do we need to do? Oh, Mama needs a scarf. I may put the buttons on the baby. I think I'm gonna put the little buttons on the baby with the black. But I think Mama's gonna get a scarf. My hands are full of paint, so I'm gonna do this. And you guys, if you're just coming on, you're joining me, I'm using the stencil of the month for December. If you guys are in the club or if you have any questions about the club, I want you to email subscription@essentialstencil.com. If you want to join, you can go to stencilofthemonthclub.com to join. There are 3 different membership options: 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months. There's an add-on option where you can choose to add on an additional stencil each month. And It's just really nice that they've given us all those options, I think, anyway. Okay, Mama, she's gonna get a scarf. This is almost done, you guys. I gotta do a few stars in the sky. Mama's gonna get a scarf, and I think I want her scarf to go this way. I really need to make sure her hat's not dry yet. So instead of the scarf, I'm gonna do the stars, because I've got to do the stars all over the place. And the mittens aren't dry. And the hat, all of the red stuff is not dry yet. So let's go in with our stars and our snowflakes, and we're just gonna add some. I'm gonna start up here because this stuff is still wet. And I need my white. I'm gonna do these in white. And it really doesn't matter. You know, when I lay this over, I was mentioning this today earlier in the club, when I lay this over on my stencil, it's thick and it's easy to work with because it's thick Mylar, but at the same token, I can still see through it, so I can see all of my reindeer, so I don't put a snowflake or a star right over the reindeer, which I really like. So I do want this big star to be like one of the main stars in the sky, so I'm going to just moving this around until I feel like I've got a good position for that star. I can't touch that red because the red is going to come off on the back here. Okay, let's put this big star right here in the sky. I'm just using this brush because it already has white on it. And these are all straight lines. There's not any curves here, so these are easy to fill in. Let's get that one in. And then for me, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna randomly put other stars in other places. So it doesn't really matter where or which ones. And the same thing for the snowflakes. And the snowflakes are just little dots, but it works really well. So we're just gonna add some of those. And honestly, you wouldn't even need, you could just do your snowflakes like this. I mean, they're just dots, right? On here, they're like perfectly round dots. If you don't mind them being a little whimsical, you can go in and you push a little harder, you're gonna get a big one. You push a little softer, you're gonna get a light one, right? You can just drop snowflakes even on your tree. It's snowing everywhere, so it snows on the tree. All the way down to the ground. But we're gonna get a couple more stars in here. I wanna get, and that red, you can still see it's pooled, so it's really, really, really red. So it means it's still wet, because it's kind of shiny. All right, I wanna get one star right in here, and I want it to be one of these. I like to do it after the project is done. You could do this before. You could get your skyline done beforehand and have all your stars in place, but I like to do it afterwards. Again, it's just a preference. You do it, whatever works for you, that's what you should do. You should do whatever you prefer. Oh, one of my paintbrushes just went on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna add another one right here. One of the bigger ones. Didn't come out perfect. I don't mind. I'm going to put one of the small ones right here, like this one right here from the corner. I need a little more paint. I'm just using this guy right here. There. There. I like it. Okay, so we just got to give Mama a scarf and we're done. Oh, and then I did say that I want to give, I want to put a little more fluff of snow in down here, and I'll show you a little bit how I do that blue inside the snow to show you how to give yourself some texture with that. Okay, the scarf. I think the mittens are dry enough. I need a color for the scarf. What color should Mama's scarf be? I want it to go this way, like this, and her hat is still a little bit wet, I think. So I'm just not gonna chance it. I'm gonna put that over her face for a minute so I can get her scarf in place. The mittens are dry. Okay, on the original one that I did, I used the same scarf and I made it hot pink. Let me grab it. And then I put polka dots, blue polka dots in it. I'm not feeling the hot pink with this one. Should we just do the red? What would look good in here? Green. Green would look great. Let's do this really pretty lime green. Let's do this one. And I have green already on my paint palette here. And I already have my green brush that's still wet. So I'm going to grab some of that light green. I actually need a little more because this is not going to be enough. And then I'm going to put polka dots. I think I'll put black or white or maybe both polka dots on it. I'm a fan of the polka dots. All right, here we go. Green. We're going to go with this really beautiful, bright green. And it's going to need 2 coats probably to really give the coverage that I'm looking for here. So again, I think of anything that's fabric like cotton, the hats, it can have, and even the snowman, I told you that earlier, because it's fluffy, the stippling, it really works with that because the stippling makes it look fluffy. It gives it that fluffy texture. I'm going to pull a little of that darker green in so it's not so bright. See that? Got to pull a little more. All right, I'm going to hinge this up so I can just take a look at it and see if it's the way I want it to be. Perfect, it's perfect. Okay, I can put this aside. I can put this aside. The dots, if you want to add polka dots to anything, here's a really easy way to do it. I'm going to do them in white. I'm going to take, this is my white paintbrush. I'm going to take the end of my paintbrush. I'm going to stick this in the white paint. I'm just going to, and it's wet. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to be rubbing it all. I'm just going to add little white. This is so easy, you guys. Very controlled. They're all about the same size. You can get about 3 of them out of 3, maybe. Do 3 of them before you need to reload with paint, depending on how hard you push it. If one looks very faint, you can just go in and add a little more. That's it. I'm not going to fit any more on there. How cute is that? All right. So and then I'm just going to just clean that up. That's just a quick, because there's hardly any paint on there. All right. What else do we need? Oh, the bottom. We're going to put some white on the bottom, right? Some white and blue. So I'm going to take a medium angle brush, just a little one. It's really not, I would say it's smaller. We're going to add some white. I just want to cover up this, especially this base that has that big line on it. I'm going to come in. I have just white on my brush, and what I used, I think I used this blue. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. I think this is the blue that I used, and it's almost out. Like, got it on sale. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this blue out of here, and I'm going to mix it in with my white. Okay, so it's not just pure white. You're in a little bit of blue in there, and then if I need more white, I can add it in. But I'm just going to go in and add a few more like mounds of snow so that it looks as though they're sitting in the snow. They've been there for a few minutes. They're watching for Santa. And so it doesn't look like she's so perfect, right? I'm not even going to worry about that little line right there. I'm just going to, see that? That's it. Uh-oh, what did I do here? I got a little green on his face. What did I do there? I'm going to go in with my white. This says white and blue on it now. I just want white, so I'm going to come back in here. I don't want any blue. I'm going to fix this real quick. Completely clean. I'm going to go into my pure white. I do have a little bit left. I may have to pour some more. I'm going to fix this because that is not what I want. I'm going to stipple. I'm just going to go up and down on that green to get rid of it. You see, these mistakes, you guys, don't let them wig you out. Look, fixed. Green is gone. It must have been on me, or look, all gone. So fast, so easy, right? Don't let this stuff wig you out. Don't let it hold you back. I need to let that dry completely, and I'm going to do another stipple of white on top of that. But there it is. This is what I think is so fun about this set for the club this month. Is there's just so much variety in what you can do with it. So let me show you from edge to edge. Oh, I forgot my star. on the top of my tree. It doesn't even matter. I could put the star in still, but it's okay without it because we have this coming across the sky. What do you guys think? All right, let's pull some names. Let's pull some winners. Who wants to win? Who wants to win? I gotta go to my comments down here. All right, here we go. We're gonna pull some names of winners. I need to get a pen so I can write down who the winners are. And actually, Essential Stencil wants you guys to, if you win, instead of messaging me, the winners, now if you have to do that, just do it. Like, we don't want you to lose out on your prize. But if you win, the winners are supposed to, I'm supposed to tell you, let me make sure I'm saying this right. Yes, winners are going to send an email with your mailing address and your email address to support@essentialstencil.com. Support@essentialstencil.com. Pretty easy to remember. If you get lost with that, if your name is called and you're so excited and you can't remember, just message me. I'll help you. I'll help get your name there. But I'm going to pull 3 names, 3 winners, 3 names from everybody who's here. Let's see. I'm scrolling through all these comments. And I'm gonna try to go way back to the beginning because I know there's a lot of you on here. Oh, go back. Okay, first winner is Patty Ducharme. Did I say your name right? Patty, the comment that won you a stencil is, I love rewatching all of your lives for reference on painting tips. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. So Patty Ducharme, you are our first winner. I'm scrolling through. I'm looking for a winner. Tanisha Larson. Tanisha, you just won. Tanisha Larson is our second winner. We got one more. We got one more winner coming. I'm scrolling. I want to get through like the breadth of them because we've been here for a while. Rhonda Jenkins. And Rhonda's comment that won her is, let's see, can't wait to get my Snowman Stencil. So you guys are going to get an extra set of stencils randomly picked by Essential Stencil. You can email support@essentialstencil.com and they will send you a set of stencils if you send them your email address and your mailing address. Just do it today, do it tomorrow so they can get it out to you. They get pretty eager to send them out right away. They get very excited for you guys. So thank you guys for watching. If you're gonna shop on the essentialstencil.com website, use my code, the Comfy Nest, you'll get 10% off. If you spend $45 or more, you'll get free shipping. So just stock up with the things that you want. What I like about Essential Stencil is they don't take things down. There's still Valentine's Day stuff and Easter stuff, and you'll find patriotic stuff and the Christmas stuff and the fall stuff. It's all out there, Halloween, everything. So if you're running workshops or you're making signs for sale or for craft events at your church or anything, you'll have lots to choose from. So go ahead and do that. If you're joining the Stencil of the Month Club, go to stencilofthemonthclub.com. And if you use the Comfy Nest, you'll get $5 off your first month. Yay! Thank you for joining me, you guys. Thank you for being so patient. I know this was like really a rough start to this whole evening. So I appreciate your hanging in there and sticking with it. I'd be honored if you go over to the Comfy Nest with Grace Kurtz and like and follow my page. I'm honored to have your company and your input and feedback. You guys have a beautiful, blessed night. I'll catch up with you next week.